Okay, so welcome back, Glenn. It's been a while since we last had a catch up, but yeah, first of all, quick introduction. Glenn Irwin, most successful superbike rider at the Northwest 200, Nomadic brand ambassador, of course, probably high on your list of accolades and stuff. But no, Glenn, you've obviously just came back from a pretty spectacular crash, and it's amazing to see you up and about, back on the bike already so fast. Like, how did... tell us a bit about that and how you recovered so quick.
I like how you dropped Nomadic in straight away there. Yeah, do you know what? It was, I guess it's part of the job. Free practice 3 at Snetterton. Round 3 of the British Superbike Championship, in contention to win the title, and trial and out 5-6 laps of high speed, focusing on where our tyre temperature would go to, because it was going to be a warm weekend.
Yeah.
So literally a session, it meant not a lot, but we had a plan, as there always is, I guess, and I just got on the gas a little bit too early, and that kind of ejected me upwards, landed heavily on the right hip, so done a multiple fracture of my right, or your sacrum. I don't know if you have a right and a left, but I presume you do.
Yeah.
So done my sacrum, the right side of my sacrum, I think that's the best way to describe it, and also my hip socket, but recovery has been fast, really, really fast. They originally like 12 to 18 months to feel normal, but you know, if you've spent a little bit of time with me, I don't think 12 to 18 months is ever going to make me normal, because I haven't been normal in 35 years. So a little bit of a long recovery prognosis, certainly at least 15-16 weeks until returning to a bike, but we done things a lot faster than originally the timescale was projected, and we're back racing.
Amazing. And was it? Well, it must have been a point when that happens where you think, "Flip, this is game over," or are you thinking straight away? Are you like, "How am I getting back?"
Yeah, it's the same old pattern. We talk about this a lot, amongst racers. When we crash, in that moment, it's painful. You're on the ground.
Yeah.
You can kind of break it down to the same every time. So you crash, you're in agony. Why do I do this? All the negativity as such is going through your head, because you really, really are in a tough moment. And then they, as in the paramedics, they get to you and they treat you with something to settle your pain immediately. Usually the gas and air, as we call it.
Yeah.
In that moment, it kind of goes from why do I do this to what's wrong with me and how quick can we get back, almost immediately. Go to the medical centre, get a little bit of an assessment, get some proper pain relief, and in that moment there, you've forgot the pain that you had 20 minutes ago. And if it's an arm or a leg, we kind of all know the surgeons that you need to see.
Yeah.
So you're already on WhatsApp. If you have the number, you're texting the surgeon. If you don't, you're making inquiries for the contact details. And in that moment, it's just about getting back. With the pelvis, it was a little bit more of a serious injury. So there was like 11 days or whatever spent in hospital. Mm-hmm. And there's a realization that I'm very limited with what I can do in this moment. But time passes, injuries heal, and that is like a blink of an eye now.
Yeah. And how much of a part do you think mindset plays in that recovery and keeping yourself positive and getting back so quickly? Is that...
Mindset's everything. The last time we spoke a lot about that, and I had a fellow racer, a motocross racer, reach out to me just 2 days ago. Martin Barr, he would be one of the most successful motocross riders from Northern Ireland, and he's competing in a world championship where each country sends 3 riders in the coming weeks, and he's now got like a tibia or fibula or whatever it is fracture. Yeah. He's like, right, mate, what did you do? How did you get back so quick? So, you talk about the hyperbaric, you talk about, the red light, all these modern day healing tools. I was like, but I finished it with Martin, if you really need to be back, you'll be back. If you can believe in your head. And mindset's everything. Look, you have setbacks in life, in business, and in sport. But I think they make you stronger.
100%. I love
You've
that.
probably had some as well in business, have you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's part of it.
In business, when you face those difficult times, it's about staying resilient, assessing what's going on, but sticking true to the core of your plan. And if you can see a give yourself time to think and breathe, then you'll be able to see a way forward and just stick to it, even if it's maybe not quite working. And you gotta have the ability to hold firm and not panic and do something rash. So yeah,
It's like if an Olympic hurdler got to the hurdle and stopped. He'd never win the race, would he?
Exactly.
Got to jump over it.
Exactly. I've always wanted to produce a chronograph watch, and for me, the world of chronograph watches all usually based around cars and motorsports, and Northern Ireland's so rich in its history for superbikes, and once we sort of became friends, I was like, yeah, we gotta design a watch together and build it around you. So what kind of attracted you to getting involved in making a watch? Or
first of all, obviously, meeting yourself and the team at Nomadic. From day one, I knew that this brand was going to grow very, very fast. It's going to be so successful. It's the type of brand that you want to be associated with. Already I want to have as many of these watches as I can long term, because might be a little pinching pot for my kids. I can see where this is going. So when you mentioned the idea of we worked together at the beginning, but properly working together, designing the chronograph, I think everything ties in well. So you have the motorsport industry, you have an athlete that competes in that, but just an hour north from here, you have the Northwest 200, and it's one of the most famous motorcycle races in the world. It's one of the most demanding, with the speeds, the public roads. And I think it would make so much sense it would make no sense to not do it. Do you know what I mean? It was like the perfect the perfect storm, I guess. So yeah, really, really, I can't wait to see the complete finished article. I know we have a little bit of
well, this is the watch we've come up with. I know you've seen it before, so I will show it more to the camera and talk about it. But yeah, this is called the Céad 126, and the Céad means first in Irish, and the 126 we sort of rounded up your
fastest ever average lap speed, which is good.
5.9.
Yeah, like 125.977, but we can't call the watch that. Do you know what I mean? We'd need a really, really big face, wouldn't we, as well? But yeah, the Céad 126. I think it's 126, whatever way you want to call it. I think it's class. I think we're blessed to have the Northwest 200 and myself being kind of recognised by a local watch company such as Nomadic, which is growing and growing and growing. So really honoured. Can't wait to have it on my wrist, to be truthfully honest. I think it looks class. I think you've done a phenomenal job.
No, we're so excited to bring this out, and with the way this chronograph set up, so it has a tachometer bezel inside there, and really what that's for is essentially measuring speed equals distance over time. So it's just you would click the pusher, time it over a set distance of a mile or a kilometer, and then click it again to stop it, and then you can work out exactly what your speed was over that period.
Yeah, we were playing about with this the other day, doing some filming. So like we obviously got to film on the Northwest 200 course for the, I guess, all in preparation for the launch of the watch, and we had a really, really enjoyable day out. Pale from Nomadic and camera crews and that, and it was a class day. Drones flying. We had a really blue sky day on the North Coast, which is always good.
Yeah.
Chuck in a Ducati motorcycle, which obviously to be revealed. There's a nod to that in the watch. It was a great day, and probably one of the most enjoyable days I've had filming yet. So anytime you want to do that, more than happy.
Do that.
Keep the watches coming.
I want to ask you about it. So 126 is the average speed, but like what is the top speed? Like what are you hitting on the straights? What's the
so my top speed, obviously the average is the average over the whole lap. So to give you an idea, you can be doing 30 mile an hour, let's say, at York Corner.
Yeah.
Even if that, so slow that the bike's going to stall nearly.
Yeah.
About 30 seconds after York Corner, as you come out of Mill Road roundabout and you kind of take this sign for Cooler In, and you go full gas, you're up to, I think, 200. I think officially I'm about 209.8. on our regular data where we can see every point of the course. I think my top speed's like 2:11 something.
2:11.
Mate, it's incredible. It's we speak about, you go into tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You know, we're not here to talk about glasses, we're here to talk about watches, so excuse the vision word, but not excuse the pun, it does become timeless. It's I guess for the rider, it's like a state of euphoria, but in a really measured way. It's an incredible oh mate, I wish you could experience it, but I couldn't bring you on the back of me for you to experience it, because you wouldn't enjoy that, because I wouldn't enjoy it. That's you're then not in control.
Yes.
And we like to be in control of our destiny, I guess.
Absolutely.
And in that moment, we're in control of our destiny, and it's incredible. We are blessed to have the event in this country, and I'm so blessed to have been so successful at it.
Yeah, amazing. And it's, you know, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication that goes into achieving that. So yeah, you know, hats off to you for just having that complete focus, dedication, and you know, that's what champions are made from, I think. And yeah, it's amazing to see, and yeah, we're proud to have you be involved with Nomadic at all as an ambassador. It's amazing for us. So yeah, very very delighted to be bringing out the Céad 126, and can't wait to share that with the world and get it out there. So.
No, mate, I love it. Look, I was looking in the new showroom you have here in Belfast. I think it's incredible that the range of watches on display. Whilst watching the guys putting the fine detail as they're building them, I think it's really nicely laid out. And I was also able to bring, keep saying my wife, but she is my fiancée, I just refer to her as wife, and the range of ladies' watches you have as well. Generally, every watch in the range excites me, and you know, I wear my little Marai 401 every single day, rubber strap, comfortable as anything. I absolutely love the watch. I've got my Mystic here in this box. Obviously, we're here to talk about the Céad 126, but my mum's a huge Van Morrison fan.
Amazing.
I like his music, weirdly, sometimes before a race, because it relaxes me.
Yeah.
And when I seen there was a limited run of them, I had to snap one up. And as we're sitting here, the wife is probably tapping my credit card downstairs. Oh, and I think the ladies' range, is it the Fior? The Fior is the ladies' one?
The Céad.
Céad, there we go. I nearly got that right.
Just stalling you here so she can tap that card.
Yeah, Laura, just tap it once.
Is there anything cool you can tell us about your watch, or where it's been? Or
well, this little Marai 401, to be honest, sometimes when we're racing, so 2 items I wear when I race, that I don't wear when I race. I normally take everything off my wrist. So heart rate monitor, I wear it in practice, gives me an idea where my zones are. My watch I wear as soon as I come in and get a shower. My watch is back on for walking about the paddock. This watch has travelled up to 200 miles an hour because I've done some practice sessions. I go out a pit lane, I'm like,
forgot to take it off.
My watch, I haven't taken my watch off, but the reason being because of the rubber strap.
Yeah.
And I think just this one in particular, the size, shape for me personally, I don't notice and go, I could easily, I can do it. So I got a pit lane, I'm like, got my Nomadic on. That'd be all right. Here's a story behind it. So yeah, this watch has been, I don't think it was on the day I crashed, but it's this watch has traveled it probably a little bit faster than your watch, Pete.
A lot faster than
but then you travel a lot. You travel. You're on a few planes.
In an airplane or something.
Yeah,
I don't think that's really the same.
That's tucked close to the ground. This watch is nearly hit 200 miles an hour. Very cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, and no, it's not for sale. No, definitely not. But you can buy one like this in this store.
Like this.
So obviously we spoke a lot about the Céad 126 and the features that it has, and the nod to the rear wheel of my Ducati, which has been so successful at Northwest 200. What's made you go for a leather strap? I like to ask you some of the questions here today as well.
You know, you were mentioning, you want to be able to have a watch that you can wear on the bike if you want to, maybe not on race day, but you could. And so that's why we've made it out of this amazing leather. So this is actually Badalassi leather. It's from a tannery in Italy, and it's like one of the best leather makers in the world, essentially. And there's a guy called the strap tailor in England who essentially handcrafts every single one of these straps. So he brings the Italian leather in, hand stitches every single one of them, and we wanted it to feel very much like a part of your kit. So it does fill in, with the leathers that you're wearing, and we've given it all these nice perforations. I know that, like, obviously the the suit that you're wearing has all these perforations to let some airflow through. We wanted to bring that through into the watch.
Class. I like that detail. Yeah, that's really, really cool. I love that.
It definitely, hopefully, makes it a sporty looking piece to wear, but obviously it's practical then.
Gives it a bit of class too, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love it. Unbelievable. Can't wait to get mine pick.
Can't wait. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Are you going to wear one yourself?
Oh yeah, 100%. The green one for me is the ticket. Like,
and are you then going to take a bike like 209 mile an hour?
Unless you're giving me a backy, I don't think so.
Love it, mate. Love it. It's class.
Yeah. Unreal. What's next on the cards for Glenn Irwin?
So yeah, obviously been an eventful year. So when I come back from injury, I actually changed teams. You know, like I guess sport can throw its ups and downs. We spoke about that, and you can't focus on them. So came back from injury, switched teams, very unplanned, but it's worked out really, really great. We have 3 more races this year. Race in Holland next weekend, then we have one near Liverpool, Chester, and then one near London. That's me chilling out, going to go to Florida for a few weeks with the family. They always deserve a break at end of race season. I have 3 great kids, so we're going to have a great time there. And after that, it's all go for 2026. My deal's already done, and I can't wait to share more on that in the future. But what about what's next for Nomadic then? So there's been a lot of input into the Céad 126.
Back at me.
Yeah, like what's next in the pipeline?
Yeah,
so obviously you brought out the van, the Mystic. The Céad 126
piece was just, a real privilege to work on. Like, Van's team reached out and said it's his 80th birthday. Would you be interested in creating a timepiece to kind of celebrate that? And it was like, wow, we felt like we've made it as a real brand, being asked to do a watch for like a legend like Van Morrison. So it's kind of hard to top that, but for us, we're working on, we're bringing out this new chronograph. The Céad will be out in October time this year, and then from there we're working on a couple of special pieces.
Is this where you're open to suggestions? Like when I think of Van Morrison, I think real like Belfast legend.
Yeah.
And then the next one that comes to mind, George Best.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Should I be quiet here because nobody has told me anything? But I'm thinking surely Nomadic and George Best could do something. Like brought at you. So. And what do you reckon?
Yeah, any opportunities to do some amazing pieces and celebrate the cool, the
achievements
of
this country.
It's just I think as a country we punch well above our weight in almost any field that we compete in, whether it's racing, boxing, music, the arts. Across
snooker even.
Snooker,
I played snooker. I played snooker. I played golf the other day with Joe Swale.
Oh wow.
And Brian McGee as part of a 4-ball we were in. But
golf as well.
I had Joe Swale giving me golf lessons, which sounded wrong because he's a snooker player. And Brian McGee definitely wins the longest drive because he's still a bit, built, hunch, ripped, whatever the word is. But the ball doesn't always go straight. In fact, if you do walk around Royal Belfast, and you go into the woodland section, you will find a few of Brian McGee's balls. Sounds really wrong. You'll find Brian McGee's balls in the woodland section.
Balls in the woods.
Can we end on that? Can we keep that in?
I think that's us. We'll wrap it up there, Glenn.
Wrap it up there. Cheers, man. Thank you. Thanks.